as well as a certified personal trainer. And I also did that in that first 10 years. I trained people, and, we do like sessions and packages because I wasn't a very good babysitter. So we do packages.
Your amazing journey began in the corporate world.
Yes. Oh, absolutely. Yeah. For Fortune 100 and 500 companies, I built multi-million-dollar pharmacies. Unless you're in the industry, you don't really understand what that requires. It means you're in ultra high volume pharmacies, and building a business is a difficult endeavor.
You made them a lot of money.
Oh, I did about $300 million during my career. Yeah, it's a lot of cash.
So how did you make the break from the corporate world?
I realized about 5 years ago that I needed something more. I knew that, pharmacy was a great way to help people reach their health goals, and I could teach them something that they wouldn't get from any other pharmacist. So people would come to me and they would get a lot more than they bargained for at the consultation window. And that was a lot of fun, but it really didn't fulfill all the things that I knew were inside of me. So I chose to kind of look at things in a different...
You felt boxed in.
Yeah, I did. I felt like I was in a box. And what's so funny about that is that the box was really something that I created in my own mind. And having hired a coach in the last 2 years, actually I have 3 of them, allowed me to recognize that, I boxed myself in. And that's why I do life and business coaching now, because I help high-level entrepreneurs or high-level people in the corporate world transition out into their own thing. And right now, whether you hear this or see this and you believe it or not, right now is the best time to be an entrepreneur that there has ever been or ever will be on the planet because of social media, because of our ability to reach millions and billions of people. And if you can even niche down, or even if you don't niche down, okay, I had so many people tell me, well, you got to do this and you've got to figure out what it is that you do. And no, I do a lot of things. In fact, I do health and fitness, and I do pharmacy and supplements, and working with a company right now that has amazing supplements. We're about to bring those out. I'll have them on the show too.
We'll be discussing them. We'll be discussing those.
We'll be discussing
those.
Why
don't you tell the viewers what you do when you're not doing the Faith Washington show?
Yeah, the Faith Washington show is my fun night. So Thursday nights are a gift for me. I get to speak with really awesome, amazing people that own their own businesses and produce an income from collaborating with others and bringing to the table all that they are. Like I have so many friends that have come on here that are the most interesting and amazing people. And just listening to them gives the audience an idea of what it's going to require to do your own thing. You just can't give up. You've got to have grit. Matt Monero, buddy. There you go. The Grit. He wrote a book called The Grit. And LD, Louis David Spagnuolo, who is just an amazing serial entrepreneur.
That was a great interview.
Yes, we did an amazing interview with him. And these things are nuggets. They're pieces of the puzzle. Because I have to tell you something, being an entrepreneur is probably the hardest thing there is to do on the planet, bar none.
You would coach people through their insecurities so that they can reach the next level of their business potential.
Right, exactly. Whether they're in corporate America and want to transition out, or whether they're already an entrepreneur and they're looking to up level, we're always standing in our own way. That is something that people don't recognize, especially high-level people. It's like high-level people, you know what, I don't need any help. No,
so they limit themselves.
They limit themselves because they have limiting beliefs. I had limiting beliefs. And as soon as those beliefs were brought to the forefront and we looked at those, and I recognized, wow, you know what? I have a lot of work to do. I have work to do on myself. There's a lot of introspection required to discover It's a self-discovery, and as you discover yourself, you're so much more able to help and collaborate with. I hate the word help. Okay, Sophia knows help is not
Collaboration
the word.
is better.
Collaboration is the word that we use to build on, to uncover and discover what someone's path is. What is it that they love to do? What do you love to do? What could you do all day long and never think about it? And if you got paid for that, how would you feel? How would you feel right now? You out there in the audience, whether you're listening on the radio and you're driving in crazy traffic and they're making you nuts, or you're looking on Facebook, what would you do all day long if you could? That's what you want to be doing. Gary Vaynerchuk. Gary, I want to interview you. You don't have to come to Boca. We can do a remote. But I would absolutely love to hear what he has to say. He's very focused. He knows exactly what his wheelhouse is. He knows what isn't his wheelhouse. He hires other people to do the stuff he doesn't do. And that's exactly where we should all be. We should be doing what and how we were gifted to do while we're here on this planet.
And so you would work with someone. Obviously, it requires a lot of trust.
Yes, it does.
And you would use your life experience.
Right.
That's what you do. You use your
Right.
life experience
Right.
to actually get people to unlock their hidden potential.
Yes. Yes. And it's
wonderful.
so much fun. It really is. It's a gift and a blessing to work with people and to see them blossom, to see them go, oh my goodness, I never saw that. Wow. I do view that in a very not logical way, and they're stuck, and I was stuck. I know how that feels, and it feels so great when you're free.
And so if I come to you as an entrepreneur and I want to expand my business, but I'm not sure and I have self-doubts, what could I expect from you?
We're going to go through a series of questions to find out, what do you really want? What's important to you? What's your mission and your vision? If you don't have a clear mission and vision yet, okay, I use the word yet because everyone can develop a mission and vision. But when you do, and it's greater than who you are, Michael Miller, calling your name, when you develop that, then you're here for plan and purpose. And your ability to help collaborate with other people is far greater. And that's why we were made. We were made to commune with the divine, which really truly guides and leads us. God, I call him God because that's how I know him and we speak. And without that, without a mission and vision, you kind of flounder around, and that's why people go to work and they come home and people are unhappy. You should not be unhappy. There's no reason to be unhappy. Call me, 561-702-3986. Wake up. It's time. This is the best time to do it.
And so you would help collaborate
Yes.
with someone so that they can get
Yes.
clarity of intent
Right.
and know in which direction they
Mission
wish to
and
take
vision
their
and-
lives and their businesses.
Yes, ma'am.
That's wonderful. And how does all of that tie into the Faith Washington Show?
I love entrepreneurs. We have so much fun. I love to ask them questions, and they talk about their life and their business and what makes them tick, what their mission and vision are, what their challenges are. Like Jeffrey last week, Jeff Roach and his family and his giant team that he has, and they have a mission and vision to teach people about logistics, about knowing how to do a certain type of training that is one of the greatest ways to have your own home business. Look up Jeffrey Roach, whether it's on Facebook or you look him up on LinkedIn. It's really important to connect and to be connected with people who are doing their own thing and doing it successfully. And you know what?
learn success from
that's
successful
right.
people.
But
Absolutely.
here's the thing: you're also going to go through failures. You're going to go through times when you just question yourself: did I do the right thing? Am I screwing up? Ooh, really? It's a bad day. A bad day doesn't mean a bad life. Get a grip. It's all good. It's all good. It all leads in the same direction. If you have the mission and vision statement, you can't miss. One of the greatest people that I can think of right now, currently, in social media, who does such an amazing job of conveying this is Craig Ballantyne. Craig, I know you're in Canada. I do want to interview you. And he has a book called The Perfect Day Formula. The Perfect Day. He's not joking. You chop out all the ancillary things that don't mean anything and they're not important, and you create this ability to crush your morning and to own your life. Craig Ballantyne, thank you. You've helped me a lot. And his friend Bedros Keuilian, who does amazing work with coaching people to a whole different level with fitness and other aspects of the business. These gentlemen are amazing. And Bob Berg, who I just linked up with on LinkedIn. Bob, I want to interview you as well. These are people that are making a difference in other people's lives. And you know what? They've been at this for years. They've been doing what they do continuously and refining it and making it better. And that's what being an entrepreneur is about. Take what you do, take what you love, make it better and better all the time.
In addition to all this wonderful stuff, you're also involved with some products.
Yes. Oh my goodness, I have a couple of projects. I think about it in my mind.
You're an
left and
entrepreneur,
right. Yes,
You're
exactly.
an entrepreneur, so
And I like to collaborate. So I have Healus Health over here. We're working on some amazing homeopathic sprays, some cleansing products, some shakes and things that I don't put my name on anything. I put my name on nothing. These products are going to be, I promise you, across the globe, premier. So excited to have my name attached to these products. More on that when my friend Brian and Lauren come on the show. And also, Michael Miller, which you guys have all seen a couple of times here on the show. He's also been on Becky and Boca. Hi, Becky. And Michael, thank you so much for all that you bring to the table as an entrepreneur. He is someone who I absolutely admire and respect. And we have lots of products coming. They're going to change the world.
I'm looking forward to that.
Very excited about that.
Very
Yes.
good.
Yes.
You have a nice lineup of potential guests,
Yes.
people that you'd like to see on your show. Who should we invite?
Let's see. Craig Ballantyne, you're one. Bedros Keuilian, Bob Berg, The Rock, Dwayne Johnson. The Rock, yes, that's right, folks, because he's got work ethic like no other. He doesn't
Yes, he
stop, and he really, truly cares about people. He may be an actor. However, there are many other things that he does and the way that he pours into people's lives. I think that's important. And for the females out there, I love you all. I want to see more of that. I want to see more women stepping up. And I know it's difficult being a mom. Trust me, I am one. However, it's not an excuse, okay? You can still work out. You can still take care of yourself. You can still have a child or multiple children. And you can still be an entrepreneur. It has to be focused. Vision and mission. If you keep your eyes on those, people and things come into your life that you would not have without having that mission and vision.
Very good. And you also authored a book
Yes, I did. How fun.
right here.
That's the first one. Now they're trying to talk me into a second one. It's about leadership, business
It's
leader
about leadership.
success. Yes.
Okay. And where can people get this?
You can get it at lulu.com, or you can even go to my email. I'll send you one. It's Faith Washington for you, the number 4, the letter U, at gmail.com. Or you can call me, 561-702-3986. 561-702-3986.
It is a good book. I've read some passages.
Thank you.
I
Thank
highly
you.
recommend it. Again,
Thanks, Sophia. It's my friend. That's why. No, it actually really is good.
it's actually a really good book and to the point. Why don't you tell us a little more about
Okay.
how you go through a consultation
Okay.
when
You know what?
someone comes to you and they don't know what to expect, and I guess they're nervous because it's always
Because people
a little
don't know what
frightening.
coaching is. So
Right.
people wonder. And,
Well, they have to be vulnerable,
Right.
and so
they
therefore
also,
that's always difficult.
That's true.
Right.
And that's different.
Especially for high power individuals,
Exactly,
to
which are
come
the people
see
that I
someone,
coach.
trust them, become vulnerable enough to talk about their insecurities and what
which
they
we
want
all
to
have.
achieve.
Which we all have. I have plenty. Soph's got plenty.
One or two.
Every human. You're so cute. Every human being does. It's a natural part of being a human being, and when we're open to that, and we allow other people to be who they are, then we're able to see things in such a way that, you know what, your life is occurring to you in this fashion. Is it really true? Are you absolutely certain that that's the truth? How does it make you feel when you feel that way? And if you don't feel great feeling that way, what can we do about it?
Help them identify the fear.
Right. How can we shift that? How can we shift you into a better place so that you can think more clearly, so that you can discern, wow, you know what? This really isn't what I'm meant to do for the rest of my life. And if it is, it's a beautiful thing. Then let's shift that thought process into, hey, this is what you're great at, and you can view it as such. But it really is about the individual. So we have a conversation. I really dislike telling people I am a life and business coach simply because it doesn't land. People don't really understand what it means or what it's about. Even on my business card, it's annoying. Just so you guys know, it's annoying. I would prefer to just have a conversation and let you experience who I am and what it is that I do. And that way, you can determine, all right, this is something that I would like to participate in or not.
Well, you're very good at connecting with people.
I love people,
And
all people.
I have been fortunate enough to be allowed to sit through one of the sessions when the person who was working with Faith agreed. And so therefore there was no breach of confidentiality.
Right.
And I saw you work, and I saw you connect with the person, build the trust, and within an hour be able to get out of the person what it was that they wanted to do.
Right.
So in only 1 hour, you're able to give direction.
And then you also got to see how that person put it into practice and began to
And it
move their
worked.
life in a very different
worked.
direction.
We're going to
Like
let the
this.
person remain
Yeah.
anonymous, but
Exactly.
maybe the person will be a
Absolutely.
guest on your show, and then they can tell you themselves.
That would be wonderful. That would be absolutely amazing.
But there was a certain sensitivity that you had. That's
have to.
almost like a sixth sense.
It's
It is
intuitive.
a sixth sense.
It is
It's
an
intuitive.
It's an
Right.
intuitive
It's-
nature that
it's an
this
intuitive
requires.
type of work where you can just go to exactly where the problem is, where the need is, and Faith is very kind when she does that kind of work. There's a lot of kindness involved.
I love people. I know how important it was for me with my first coach, and just an amazing lady she was. That she was able to dig in and ascertain some of the things that I needed to really look at. And there's always stuff that we need to look at. It doesn't matter who you are, where you are in life. You can kid yourself and think you have it all figured out, and you're lying to yourself and to others, and they can tell.
Well, how do you keep the balance, Faith? You're a mom to a lovely
Yes,
12-year-old.
yes, and challenging.
12-year-old. And you're a businesswoman.
you know what?
And
It's-
you do fitness. I mean, how
Yeah,
do you
fitness,
keep the
well,
balance in
we-
your life?
I think part of it is really the fitness, the taking care of myself, eating properly, and really having goals. Like every year, once a year, I fast for 3 months. I eat very clean, and then I take pictures. And I've done it for 17 years, and it is so incredibly important to be able to say that you've accomplished a goal. And this is something fitness-wise that is important to me because it makes me feel great.
Well, it's a healthy mind and a healthy body.
Yes, it is healthy mind and body and spirit. And what's so funny is today is the day that the time ended, and Sophia was kind enough to take pictures. And so
I can't wait to see
maybe in the future I'll let you have a glimpse of one of those photos. They're pretty interesting and really it's very gratifying because it is a lot of hard work. However, that hard work is nothing more than a discipline. It's the same thing as saying, no, I'm not going to look at Facebook 50 times a day. No, I'm not going to have my phone in the same room while I'm doing my work. The same kinds of things that Craig Ballantyne balances in the Perfect Day Formula, which is really taking control of your life. And you cease and desist doing things that are counterproductive to who you are being.
But to so many people, that may seem too regimented. How do you get them to actually realize that keeping the balance is not necessarily being extremely regimented?
Right.
But it can be fun and it can be peaceful.
Everything is fun. Everything is fun. It depends on how you look at it. You have to make a choice. See, this is what I tell people.
Right.
I remind my clients or those who are clients to be, a decision is based on the past. A decision is based on what you knew, what you used to live in, where you came from, your family past, whatever it may be. The present is where you want to stay. The present is a gift. The present is here and now. That's where you want to be. That's where I want my clients to remain. The future isn't here either. You can't go into the future. You can't control it. But everything that's coming toward you is happening for you. Life is not happening to you. That's a misnomer. Life never happens to you. That's a victim mindset, number one.
It's organic and evolutionary, and you can't define yourself by your limitations.
No, you can't. It doesn't work. It will never work. You can choose where you see yourself going, where you see yourself being, what feels great to you, what doesn't feel great. Whoever you are, whatever you are, however you're being, you're responsible and accountable for. No one else is. It's about you.
You make it sound easy.
No, nothing in life is ever easy that's worth having or doing or being. But it is a lot of fun. Because I'm not going to live my life without fun. Folks, I want to thank you so much. Sophia, thank you so much for being here tonight. I really appreciate it. I do struggle, okay? I struggle talking about myself, and that's not a bad thing. It just simply means that I don't focus a lot on me.
Well, you're very humble, Faith, and I love you very much. Thank you.
Sophia.
Thank
I love
you
you
for
too.
doing this interview.
Thank you. We're live on the Faith Washington Show page on Facebook. We're also live on 95.3 FM, 1470 AM, and the iHeartRadio app. And Freddie and Dawn, thank you so much for being my producers. I love you guys too. All right. Have a great night. We'll see you next week, Thursday night, 7:30. Bye-bye. You've been listening and watching The Faith Washington Show, where we have widened your view of the world. Our guests share their business, family, and fun life hacks to make your world better. Hope you've learned something to apply to your life and business.